and welcome to another NFL Talk. I'm Nino, the greatest, the undisputed, the champ. You already know we're in my Yankee cap because we're in the playoffs. Something that the Giants don't know, but hey, what's up, Tracy? How you doing?
What's good, my boy? What's good, my boy? And welcome to another episode of Sports Chronicles. This week, sorry guys, it's been a little backed up. It was my birthday week. Tuesday, I
Where are you
went
at?
out.
3-1? The big 3-1?
You know what I'm
Hey,
saying? Big 3-1. So I went out. They cut me a cake on my birthday, and then yesterday I went out with friends and everything. So I couldn't make the videos and everything, but we're gonna get them out to you today.
we're here.
So
We're
today
here.
we're gonna give y'all a double upload today. We're gonna give y'all a quick preview of what happened last week. And then next video, we're gonna get into those picks for this week, let you know what's gonna happen for Thursday night football and what our records are so far and so forth. So
I hate Thursday night football.
without further ado, let's go ahead and get it started.
You
So
know why I hate Thursday night football, bro? I'm 0-3 with Thursday night football, bro.
last week Thursday we both picked the 49ers. I mean, we both picked the Seahawks. Unfortunately, the 49ers won 36-24.
Man.
Reclaimed first place in the NFC West.
Yep.
That division is looking wide open right now.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it's looking pretty good. The Rams are what 1-4, and they still have a chance to possibly win that division. So I mean, it's still open for them. I still think the 49ers will win that division. I picked the Rams to win at the beginning of the season, but I think injuries have messed them up too much for them to
I still had Sanford winning the
really.
division in the beginning.
Yeah. So for now, looks like San Fran should run away with it. Brock Purdy was 18 of 28, 255, 3 touchdowns. Geno 30 for 52. You know, I hate when they do the 52 passing attempts. It's 50 plus is a little crazy.
Too many passes and nothing to show for it. It's like
312 yards, a touchdown, and 2 interceptions. Our London game, we were wrong on that one as well too. Oh no,
I had the Bears.
You were right.
I had the Bears.
I was wrong. Bears won 35-16. I thought that Trevor Lawrence can get it done in London. But the Bears said we have a winning team. Our rookie is starting to get things going. I think this is what he had.
Bro, they
wasn't his best game. I think
anybody. They haven't beaten anybody, bro. Let's be real. They haven't beaten anybody that's a good team so far.
Hey, listen, nonetheless, they've won against nothing but NFL teams. They're 4-2, so I have to give respect where it's due. So nonetheless, they're where they need to be right now.
Mm-hmm.
Things are looking up for the Bears. They are 4-2, and that whole division got all of them got a winning record. So it's gonna be crazy in the NFC North. The first 1:00 game, the Texans dismantled the Patriots 41-21.
It's supposed to happen, definitely. Yeah.
But nonetheless, one bright spot I can take away from that is that although I don't see the Patriots winning too many games here on out, Drake May had that offense looking pretty decent.
Yeah, Drake May looked pretty decent. I think he had a good day in fantasy from what I saw.
Yeah, so he looked pretty promising. All that you gotta do is just now get some skill positions and everything around him, and we'll see how it goes. So we'll see how his second start goes this week, and go from there. But I like what I've seen from him. The 2 interceptions he's a rookie, so I know he's learning. Yeah, so I'm not going to fault him for that. But he had 3 touchdowns in the game nonetheless. So
yeah, that's a positive. That's a plus.
Yeah, you feel me?
If you have more touchdowns than picks, you should be fine. You're good.
He's had more touchdowns than they had the whole season. So I like what I've seen so far from him. Hopefully he can continue that, and they can get the talent around him and possibly be something in the future.
Yeah, definitely.
Next game, Ravens Commanders was a really good game. 30-23. The Ravens won. I told you. Don't get me wrong. I like Jaden Daniels, but the way their run game is looking over there with Baltimore, with Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry, yeah, man, it's looking scary. Lamar had 40 rushing yards. Derrick Henry had 132 with 2 touchdowns. Leads the league in rushing as well too. And yeah, man, they're looking like one of the best teams in the AFC this year so far.
Yeah, definitely.
Our next game we have is the Eagles versus the Browns, 20-16. I got it right saying the Eagles are going to win. But unfortunately, it looks like the Browns are going to continue with Deshaun Watson. So it
Yeah,
doesn't look like
but
we're going to get
yeah.
any Jameis Winston this year, which sucks.
Bro, Nick Sirianni really had the audacity to be going like this to the fan. I'm like, bro, are you trying to get
And it was
murdered?
their own fan. It was
I'm
their
like,
own fan.
are you trying to get murdered in Philadelphia, bro? You
Like
know they don't play
I don't
that.
get it.
Like,
I don't. Some of the stuff he does, I don't understand his thought process in it.
Philly
But I
fans are
guess
special. That's what I'm
that's Nick
saying. Like,
Sirianni. I guess that's what gets him going. That's what he needs that to, do what he has to
mhm.
do. I mean, so far it's gotten him in the win column. So although we may think it's lame and weird and all that,
I just say you're pissing off the wrong
yeah,
fan base. That's
yeah,
the wrong fan base coming into
they'll
the.
have you fired real quick, real quick. So I mean, hey, but nonetheless, they won. It was against the Browns,
Yep.
and we shall see how long this Deshaun Watson train continues for the Browns.
Yeah. Speaking of they lost Amari Cooper now, so
Yeah, and Amari Cooper's with the Bills. So we'll see how that goes. I guess Jerry Judy's going to be their wide receiver one. So
yep.
we'll see how that goes. Next game was the Packers versus the Cardinals, 34-13.
Yeah, we both had that game.
Sorry, my wife
You're
was
good. You're
distracting
good.
me. Give me 1 second.
He stole my cards.
I had her credit card. So yeah, they won 34-13. Another solid game from Jordan Love. 22 of 32, 258 yards, 4 touchdowns and an interception. Kyler Murray, flat again. I mean, granted, I watched that game. This one wasn't Kyler Murray's fault.
No, I don't think it was.
Yeah, there were a lot of different turnovers that happened that didn't give them the ball back. So they fell behind the 8 ball fast. And then Marvin Harrison Jr. went out. All you really had was Trey McBride to throw the ball to. You guys didn't really have the ball that much because I think a running back fumbled. I think a receiver fumbled as well too. I think something happened on the special teams as well too, if I'm not mistaken. So it was a mess all around for the
could
Cardinals.
Go wrong, went wrong for them that game.
Yeah, literally. So I mean, don't get me wrong, the stat line looks like it's not really a good. I mean, he was 22 of 32, 214 yards and a touchdown. But they just didn't have enough offensive plays to even be a match for the Packers in that game. So Packers ran away with that one. Buccaneers gave us our first 50-point scorer of the season. They won 51-27. Baker Mayfield.
Saints, bro. Saints are just dead. They're
dead.
And
they just lost Rashid Shaheed for the season, which I had him in a couple of my leagues, and I'm kind of sad.
Olave's out too.
Yeah, Olave's out with a concussion. So Thursday night game we'll see what our picks are gonna look like, but it's not looking too healthy for the Saints. No, let's just say that. But Baker Mayfield was 24 of 36, 325 yards, 4 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. He's throwing the touchdowns. Don't get me wrong. He's lighting up the scoreboard, but he might want to calm down on those turnovers because, yeah, you went against the Saints, so you can get away with it, but you're not going to get away with it every game throwing 3 interceptions. So I advise him to kind of cut back on that, kind of monitor that. But the run game looked good without Rashad White and Bucky Urban.
I still think Bucky should be the number 1 running back, but hey.
Yeah, Bucky Urban went for 81 yards, and then the other rookie they got, Sean Tucker, he went for 136 as well too. So they had over 200 yards rushing as well. So that was a pretty solid game.
I like that kid too. That was a good pickup. No, I at first thought that they had too many running backs, but it's working. So
yeah. So I mean, so far they got a little run game going on. We'll see if Rashad White can add to that whenever he comes back. And yeah, for the Saints, it's looking like it's either Alvin Kamara or die at this point. So yeah, it's looking a little crucial for the Saints.
I'm gonna throw a little longest yard reference. You know how like they had that running back throughout the whole movie? They just kept running in the ball. It's gonna be like
just
that.
Give it to him, give it to him. That's what it's gonna be. Just give it to him. Just give it to him. Just give it to him. The last 1 o'clock game was the Colts versus the Titans. Colts won 20-17.
Expected, but they were not looking good though. They didn't look good.
Yeah, it was a little shaky. They were on the cusp of losing. I'm not gonna lie. Joe Flacco, brought back time and went back to prime Joe and got them squeaked out a win for them. and everything to keep them above at 500 for the season. So yeah, like I said, the only thing with the Titans, they're going to be a tough out. I just think that their defense is really bad.
Yeah,
I think that's gonna hurt them in a lot of games where they may be that team that's probably like 1, maybe 2 games out of the playoff race by the end of the season. But it's going to be because the defense couldn't keep up. It's going to be a lot of games where
they just released Jamal Adams, so
no, it was the Titans.
The Titans, yeah. Oh, you talk about the Colts. I'm like, yeah, I'm in the Titans.
Yeah, I was talking about the Colts. Yeah. But yeah, the Titans. Yeah, the Titans. It's over. They're in the Travis Hunter sweepstakes. They're trying to go and get Travis Hunter.
I don't know why, because they unless they want him as a corner, then I don't know.
Hey,
that's a
listen,
mess.
He's there in the sweepstakes nonetheless. So let them enjoy that and have fun with that. That's what they're going to be doing. First 4 o'clock game.
Can I get the? I won the first one. I won the first one. That's the only one I want. The only one I could pick. So what happened to Dallas? That's all I gotta say. What happened to Dallas? This hype train. I gotta hear every single time they win one game. I gotta hear they're back. They're back. No, bro. They're gonna keep disappointing you every single year. It's the same thing. Stop believing in this football team, bro. Like, man, this is worse than a relationship.
Yeah, it's bad. It's bad for Dallas fans. It's bad. It's real bad. 47-9 is never good, especially when you're at home on Jerry Jones' birthday. I don't think that left a good taste in his mouth.
It's Stephen A. was next day.
At the end of the day, they can't stop the run and they can't run the ball. Nope. Like I said, that's going to be their crutch for every single game. If you have a offense that could run the ball and you have a defense that could stop the pass, you're going to beat the Cowboys. It's just that simple.
Mocking them at this point, bro.
Yeah, they
were mocking them. Like they're like, you get a touchdown.
They had linemen lining up at receiver. They literally went out there mad. Like they were like, oh, remember y'all guys cheat us? You guys cheated us last year, right? Okay, well let's see if you guys can cheat us this year. And they just beat the brakes off of the Cowboys. And that's going to be the mantra. I mean, they're not going to be able to fix the run defense. Nope. They're not going to be able to fix the running offense. So it's either Dak Prescott give us 50 points with 5 touchdowns a game, or we lose. It's that simple. I don't really know how much faith Cowboys fans can really have at this point, if they even have any left. They always delusional, so they could be 7-10, and they'll tell you that they're still going to the Super Bowl. So I don't know how much faith you can have in this season. But good luck to you guys, and I think this might be Mike McCarthy's last year with the Cowboys.
Yeah, definitely, because Jerry Jones I think he's had enough. You can tell he had enough.
Because it went 12 wins to, are we going to be 500? Yeah, this might be his last year there. Mm-hmm. Steelers 32-13 against the Raiders.
Another shit show team.
Justin Fields lost his starting job.
Wait, it's confirmed? It's confirmed already?
Yeah, Russ is going to start. I mean, they haven't come out and officially confirmed it, but it's trending towards
Russ. I'm like this because I'm like,
Don't get me wrong, I don't think that they should do it to Justin Fields. But going back and looking at it, I understand what they're trying to do. Although I will personally stick with Justin Fields because we're winning at the end of the day. Mm-hmm. I wouldn't really care what the offense look like at this moment. We're winning at the end of the day, and we don't have horrible quarterback play. But the passing game is a struggle. I'm not going to lie. He does get a lot of touchdowns with his legs, so that's a benefit. But it does get a little bit tougher when you get behind and you need to pass the ball and you kind of can't. So I get it in that aspect. Mm-hmm. I'm still rooting for Justin Fields. I still think that he should be the starter. Mm-hmm. But at this moment, I do still think that Russell Wilson is a better thrower of the ball than Justin Fields right now. So I get their reason on doing it because you're going against the Jets. You're going against a good defense. No matter what you want to say about the Jets, we do know that they have a good defense. So you at least put Russell out there and be like, okay, well, let's see what you can do against a good defense instead of putting him out there with, I know they can't play the Panthers, but if like they play the Panthers or something, and then he lights it up against the Panthers, and it makes you think, oh, well, maybe he can do this. No, let's get him out there with a solid defense, and let's see if he can make this pass defense look different. And if he can do that, then they probably would stick with Russell for the rest of the season. But if he doesn't make that passing game look any different, I don't know how next week. Yeah, I don't know how next week you don't go back to Justin.
I just don't want to kill this kid's confidence, bro. This kid's finally getting his confidence back. Like literally.
I mean, granted, he knew he was in the backup role starting the season off anyway. So I don't think it will hurt his confidence too much because he's seen what he could potentially do at least with the Steelers. So it's not like if Russell goes out there and plays bad, he's like, oh well, can I do it? He knows he can have some kind of success in this offense. So in the event that if Russell does mess up, he will look at like, okay, now it's my opportunity to show them why they should have never took me out and left Russ on the bench. So I don't think this will shoot his confidence like how if he would have stayed in Chicago or something and they did whatever they did to him, that might have affected him more. At least he's seen some kind of success with the Steelers, and they took him out just to see what they have with Russell. Because they did name Russell the starter at the beginning of the season.
Yeah, they did.
Nonetheless, so you got to at least give him a chance to at least see what they can do. So I understand it from that perspective. But I'm still rooting for Justin Fields. I really like Justin Fields, and hopefully he is the quarterback for the future for them. And he would have a successful career from
the team. That's
absolutely.
Hey man, I'm not gonna say it.
He's only 25, so it's not like he's 30, 32. He's still 25, so he has a lot of time left as well too. He hasn't really had to deal with any crazy injury. I think he got injured one season in Chicago. Yeah. So he hasn't had to deal with injuries or nothing like that. So there's still time for him to show the potential that he could have and everything.
Before we move on this subject, though, one thing for sure, like if they don't bring him back next year, bro, there's a team. There's a state right next to Pennsylvania that that might be looking for a quarterback though. So
might be looking for one, right? They might be interested in the quarterback. They wear blue.
Yes, they wear blue. Yeah, they wear blue.
G.
Yeah, we might be looking for him. Yeah,
might be looking for a quarterback. They have a rookie receiver who looks pretty promising. So got a number 2 receiver that's pretty young, that's looking pretty good. So they may have something over there, Yeah,
exactly. Anyways, congratulations on winning again. Hey.
We got to talk about it, baby. My Chargers, 23-16. It looks like it's a closer game, but trust me, it was not a close game at all. We were up 20-0 going into the fourth quarter. The Broncos, they needed to get scores to try to at least make it look good. But our defense looks amazing. Granted, the teams that we have beat, I can't say there's the teams that we have beat, they haven't had amazing offenses. So it wasn't like we beaten world breakers or anything like that. I know that's not how it is, but for where we were supposed to be at in the season, everyone kept telling us that we had the worst skill positions. What was our defense going to do? Is Jim Harbaugh going to be a good coach for the Chargers? Our Chargers are going to just charger. All of this other stuff that was being said about the Chargers. Looks like it's turning a corner, and it's looking like a different Chargers team. I'm not going to be like, oh, we're going to win the division or nothing like that. I still think the Chiefs are going to win the division, but we might be a playoff team with the way that this defense is looking. If the defense can look that good, and Justin Herbert, he may not be putting up crazy stats, but he doesn't turn the ball over.
Nope. So, I don't see it turn the ball over. I think he's still recovering. So give it some time.
I think he's got 2 interceptions on the season, if I'm not mistaken, in 5 weeks because they had their bye week already. So 3-2 on the season. I mean, we wanted to start off 4-0. If we could have started off 4-0, would have been, or 3-1. We could have been a little bit better, but 3-2 just beat a team that was above 500. And our next 5 games, none of the teams that we go against are above 500. So we could mess around and be going into our next Chiefs game 8-2.
Yeah. So we'll see.
We'll see what happens. But yeah, we got to win. Justin Herbert, 21 of 34,
Who didn't
yards.
Who didn't get a win? Who didn't get a win? I mean, we did what we could, but
Well, before we talk about them, we got one more 4 o'clock game.
Which one?
The Falcons did beat the Panthers. 38-20.
Oh, yes, they did. Yeah, my
Kirk
boy was so
Cousins.
happy. My boy was so happy in that game.
I mean, granted, we knew that was going to happen. Bijan finally had his game that I said that he would need. He definitely had his game. Drake London looked good as usual. Kirk Cousins, he played solid. Only 11 incompletions on 30 passes.
Yeah, he didn't
Yeah,
have to do
like I
much
said,
that game because he had his running backs helping him out too. You kind of need
yeah,
those games too that you don't have to be
yeah.
throwing the
Tyler
ball.
Algier had over 100 yards. He had
Mm-hmm.
a touchdown as well too.
Didn't I
But
tell
yeah,
you about that though? I did tell you about Tyler Algier. Start him on your
yeah,
fantasy team if you
yeah,
did.
you did. So yeah, it was a really good week for the Falcons offense. Defense didn't give over 20 points, so it was a solid win. Granted, it was against the Panthers, but they did what they did what they were supposed to do against the Panthers. If you go against the Panthers, you blow them out and show them that you're not supposed to be on the same field, and that's what they did. They
I
made
don't have
it
a
look.
sign, but I'm gonna do it anyways. Free Bryce Young. Just free him. Free him. He needs to
Sunday night,
play.
Sunday night football. The
Oh
Giants
gosh.
lose to the Bengals 17-7.
We just didn't do anything on offense. That's literally what it is. We couldn't do anything on offense. In the end, we just got tired. Bro, we did what we could to hold this man down. And I
Yeah,
like
you
and the
guys,
Joe.
the passing game, you guys had the passing game wrong down, but Joe Burrow looked nice on that 47-yard run. I'm not gonna lie, he looked really good on that 47-yard touchdown. Man, listen, man, Joe Burrow is a baller. I don't know how many times I'm gonna have to come out here and say it, but Joe Burrow is a baller, and you guys just got to put respect. I get it. He's 2-4. But the record does not indicate on what he's been doing on the season. He has been magnificent. And had they had a 3-2 record, 4-1 record, 5-0 or something like that, he would be in the running for MVP. His numbers are MVP numbers.
Hey, bro, I still got Joe Burrow haters on the same people are still talking. Oh, and this, but he threw that pig against the Ravens. I'm like, come on, bro. Like,
Yeah,
come
so
on, bro.
at this point, I feel like people are just going to nitpick because the record. Everyone wants to be like, record is a quarterback stat and everything. Bullshit. The fucking Steelers have debunked that every single year. They haven't had a quarterback since Big Ben and have had a winning record every single year. So that whole it's the quarterback and they're the reason why they lose or win. No, man. It's a team sport. You need to have offense, defense, and special teams. You gotta have all three. If you don't have all three, and a good coach, if you don't have those four things, your team is not going to be good. It's just that simple. It doesn't matter who you have. You can have Patrick Mahomes. I'm not going to say Patrick Mahomes. Let's leave him out. You can have any of these other quarterbacks in the. You can have any of those other quarterbacks in the NFL, and if they don't have a good defense, or they don't have weapons, or they don't have coaching, they're not going to be good. It's that simple. Point blank. Period.
Yep.
The reason why Lamar is so successful is because the Ravens are successful. He's a great quarterback. I'm not taking anything from him. I'm not saying that there's never any games that he might have won for the Ravens, but his team overall is really good. Patrick Mahomes' team overall is really good. Even though he's the anomaly, I think he can win with anything. But his team is really good. Jordan Love, his team is really good. Exactly. They have a coach as well too that is really good. All these teams, all these quarterbacks, Jared Goff. His team is really good. His coach is really good. You have those things in order
And
to be
not Daniel
successful.
Jones.
And with the Bengals, Joe Burrow is really good. Jamar Chase is really good.
He didn't even have
really
to have a good game. He just got a game. Sometimes you don't have to have a great game. You got to game manage sometimes.
I don't think that the defense is good. I don't think the special teams is good. I don't think the coach is good, to be honest. To be completely honest, I don't think that he's a good coach.
Did you see what we did though?
He just happened to luck up and get Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase, so that's what's kind of keeping his job at this moment.
We need a kicker, bro, because this man the taking replacements for Gano, bro, he sucks. Like, just give me the fries, bro. Just pack up the fries, bro. Just put it in the bag.
At this point, me with my bad knee, just put me out there to kick the ball. At this point,
bro. Tell me how he misses an easy field goal, right? And then these guys had the audacity to say, let's kick the field goal first before we try the onside kick, knowing we have a chance to score the touchdown. Nope. They tried the field goal to try to make it a 7-point game. Guess what? He misses too. Oh
Speaking
man.
of missed kicks, Monday Night Football, the Bills win 23-20.
Oh.
3 missed field goals
Yep.
and a missed extra point
Yep.
in one game.
Yep.
And two of them hit the goalpost and sounded like it was gunshots.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you talk about needing a kicker. I think the Jets are going to probably need one soon too. Because
Even
that
Bass
was
had a bad game though, but Bass doesn't have bad games like that either.
granted. I was saying this as well too. So let me stop talking a lot of crap. Let me put my analyst hat on. That side of the field had a lot of wind. I don't know if people noticed or not, but there was a lot of wind that was on that side. They even said it before the game that side was extra windy.
Yep.
The winds were like 16 to 20 miles an hour or something like that. The first kick that Tyler Bass kicked went immediately to the left without anyone blocking it or anything. That should have been a sign that the wind was bad.
Yep.
The first one that Greg
Granted.
Zuerlein kicked, it doinked off and went to the left. Major win on that kick. Then when he went to kick it again, it doinked inwards and was doing all the wobbly stuff before hitting. And it all the kicks and the extra point. I think the extra point was blocked. So I might be wrong there. I don't think that one was missed. I think that one was blocked. But the 3 field goals that were missed were all on the same side of the field. All of them. So before y'all do find any new kickers or anything, that might have been an anomaly. Let's not fire no kickers or anything yet. And let's go into the next week.
Unless you're the Giants, but yeah. Unless you're the Giants, but yes.
Unless you're the Giants, yes. The Giants, yeah. He had no excuses. He didn't have that win. I don't know what the heck happened to him. He didn't have that win, however. So that one was different. And yeah, man, that's going to be our preview for the week.
Reviews.
And before we're done here, there were 2 trades that happened as well too. Yep. We can talk about a little bit. The Bills did acquire Amari Cooper from the Browns for a third round pick, if I'm not mistaken. If I believe that's what it was. I might be wrong with that, but I believe it was a 3rd round pick. Bro. And the Jets acquired Devontae Adams from the Oakland Raiders.
I got something to say though about that Browns.
Free Devontae. You talking about a sign? Free Devontae.
Free Devontae Adams.
Free Devontae Adams.
Free up.
Jesus. I mean,
he's going back to his lover, but yes.
Yeah. So yeah, he's back reunited with Aaron Rodgers.
Bro, the Browns are smart. Tell me how the Browns are smart. They did very good business. Both
Amari for a 5th round, traded him for a 3rd round. Beautiful business. Beautiful business. Jerry Jones need to take notes. Take notes, Jerry. That's how you do business.
Literally.
So yeah, it's exciting. I like it for the Bills a lot because they get a wide receiver 1 now. So now they got someone to separate from corners and everything and beat man coverage. For the Jets, it's good in the sense that Aaron Rodgers has a receiver that he fully 100% trusts. So those passes that were off target, or those passes that were too short that Mike Williams probably couldn't get, or the ones that were a little bit off with Garrett Wilson.
But to be fair, he kind of like, I don't know, that throw was still a little bit weird. A receiver should not be backpedaling for that pass.
They say Mike Williams ran the wrong route, but me looking at film, it didn't look like he ran the wrong route, because had Aaron led him, like, for him to run under it, it would have been a completion. So give me 1 second. Sorry about that. Someone was knocking at my door.
But yeah. So no more excuses for Aaron Rodgers. No more excuses. No more.
That's one thing about this trade. There's no more excuses. So if you guys don't perform at this point, it's on you, Aaron. They've given you everything you wanted. Last year you wanted Alan Lazard, they gave him to you. You wanted Randall Cobb, they gave him
Bro,
to
they
you.
gave this man more weapons than any other quarterback in the Jets in the last 10 years.
You wanted Nathaniel Hackett, they brought Nathaniel Hackett in. You wanted Robert, they're not going to say it, but you wanted Robert Saleh gone. Robert Saleh is gone. You want Devontae Adams, they went and got Devontae Adams. Now they're going to use the money that you gave back to them for them to be able to pay Devontae. Devontae's going to be there for a couple years. So there's no more excuses, Aaron Rodgers. I don't want to hear anything else. Either get it done or retire. I don't want to hear about it anymore.
Yep. I still got on last. I don't care what people tell me. Everybody can kill me in the comments, but I'm going to continue with my take. I always thought
Dolphins don't have Tua, so it's a little interesting.
It's, yeah. We'll see.
So we shall see. But this is going to conclude this episode. Like,
subscribe. Y'all do what y'all got to do. You already know.
And like we always say, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. Like I said, it's going to be double upload. So we're going to see you in the next episode when
we'll be right back
for the week. Peace.